to TechChecker. Today I'm going to be showing you my new camera. I've got the G80. I've been using this G7 for quite a while. Really like it, really impressed with it. I've got a few lenses. This is the lens that actually came with it, the 12-60, which is also on the new camera body. There is a few differences from what I've seen on the reviews. The flash is different. If I pop that up so you can see it, there's the flash. People are saying that the buttons are stiffer, but my buttons, let's see if that's any difference between that one and the one that I've got, and this one here as well. And obviously you've got the screen, get that clean. So the screen's basically the same. It's a 12-60, and it's the same on the new one as well. So at the moment I've got the camera lens cover on, a base plate, a battery and a memory card in. So let's just get my scales and I can weigh it. I'll leave the, actually I can take that off, it doesn't matter. Take the base plate off for a minute. And that's the other thing people have been saying about the position of this tripod head compared to the new one. Apparently the new one's further forward. Obviously you've got the, I'm going to take it out actually. I'll wait without the battery and the memory card because then it's a complete equal thing. I'll see if I can find a cap. I don't know where the lens cap is for the moment. I can weigh it with the lens on to start with. With the lens on, no battery or anything in there, it weighs 610 grams. Let's write it down. $610. I'll take the lens off just for a second. I don't want it to get any dust in there. Without the lens, it weighs 363. So let's put that back on. So that's the G7. I'll put the battery back in it. Memory card. And I went with that in as well. With everything in it, it weighs 663. Okay. Let's go on there. Start again. So with everything in it, it weighs between 663 and 664. I'll call it 663. So let's have a look at the new one now. Scales to one side. There's the box. It's got image stabilization. I'll show you the difference between that actually as well. Let's just quickly take this off. If you look at the sensor there, it's non-moving, it's a fixed sensor. When you see the new one, you'll see what I mean, the difference between the actual sensors moving. So let's open this up. Got some stuff about 4K burst mode, keeping that, because obviously that's going to come in handy when I reset it. Take the camera body out. I don't really need the lens because I've already got a lens for it. can use the same lens. There's the battery. It's got a charging cable, battery in there, strap, and then there's the 12 to 60 lens. I'll just put these back, take this off. You can tell the difference in weight straight away. It feels heavier. Take the battery. Like that. In the box. On the side, right, so let's just weigh it straight away as it comes out of the factory. The other one was 663. Sorry, 363. This is 462, so it's 100 grams heavier straight away. So we comparison next to each other. It's definitely heavier. So a couple of things I noticed is the flash is different and the hot shoe is different, and the eyepiece is different. If I flick the flash up on this one and the flash on the G7, you see that comes further forward. On the back, the AEF lock and that one there is different. Function 2 is the same, all these are pretty much the same. Function 5 and LVF on the side. Now this is one thing that did concern me. On the G7 I really like this, it's got the microphone mount right up the top here and it's out the way, so when you flip the screen around it's not in the way of the screen. As you can see there, it's above the screen, so it's not going to get in your way, especially if you're using a road mark with an angle, it's going to be out the way. Whereas on the new one, the mic is on one of these massive flap things, which I think is a pain as well, especially as it's a weather sealed, you don't want water getting in it. The remote's, the microphone is right next to the remote, which is right bang in the middle, and this flap's going to be doing my head in no end. So when that opens up, that microphone is now in the middle of the screen. I don't think that was a very good move by Panasonic. Got the HDMI and the USB on that side as well. So you've got all these things that are going to block the screen. Mainly the microphone, obviously. Whereas on this one, the HDMI and everything is on the other side, and the remote. So obviously the whole internal organs are different layout because they're all different. And on this one you've got a card is on the opposite side. Let me just grab a card. Nice fast extreme card. Stick that in. This one's I want to check actually. The battery's the same. Yeah, the battery's the same, so that's quite handy. I'll put this back in there because that belongs in there. Okay, so let me just swap this lens out. Right, that's what I was saying about the inside of it. If you notice there, the whole sensor's actually moving. Just get the other one back, then it'll show you the difference. That's your stabilised lens on this one. See it moving? The lens actually moves. Not the lens, the sensor, whereas the G7 doesn't move at all. Okay. Let's turn it on. We'll put a battery in it. Right, the battery on this one is at the bottom. Now, I know people have been saying about their external battery things won't fit. Now, on my one, this is the one that I use on my G7. It actually comes through the middle. So, I can actually use this on here, I believe. Let's have a look. Put the middle bit out. Feed that through. Yep. So I'll be able to use this on this new model. People are saying that it comes out the side, they won't be able to use it. Let me show you the one that I've got, and then you can, if you want to get an external battery, so you can power it via mains rather than battery. That's the one I've got. It's the DC coupler for WDC8. Got off Amazon. Find it, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can see that, and that comes out of the middle, which is really handy, so you can have it on the side or in the middle. So just put that to one side for a second. So stick a battery in it. Back on. Lock that down. Got a memory card in it. Turned it on. So it's come on with autofocus areas here, tracking eye detection. I must have pushed some button there. Custom multi area, pinpoint, face and eye detection is a bit on that. Get that off for a minute. Right, so it's obviously going to have the same menu as the other one. Go through a few of them. Recording format. You have 4K at 30 frames, 100 megabytes per second. 4K, 25 frames, 100 megabytes per second. 4K. I don't understand why it's got 30 frames, 25 and 24. It must be something to do with this European thing. Maybe I can do that hack where you can get the recording quality changed. I'll have to have a look at it later on. 50 frames at full HD. I'm going to have it on. I'm going to put it on. If I put it on 24 frames, it's obviously going to be better quality because it's the same amount of megabytes, 100 megabytes per second at 30 frames, or 100 megabytes per second at 24. So it's going to be a better quality.
Hello, what have we here?
Autofocus, picture mode, continuous focus on, metering mode. Stabilizer, video on. I've got a feeling if you have it on video on, you do lose a bit on the crop side of it because obviously it's allowing for movement. I'll find out. Flicker decrease, that's obviously if you're using LED lights. Microphone display, I'll put that on. Just having a quick look through all these menus, they're pretty much the same as the other one. I think it's the same. Just trying to get rid of that beeping noise. I can't remember how I did it before. Silent mode on. There's one as well I want to put on where it's the one where you can take a picture, it's format the memory card because it's a new memory card. Battery's nearly flat already in it, so that's not a good start. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. The microphone's already peeking out and it's on, so that's definitely going to have to come down. Remember when I found it. So used to it all being pre-set up. Once I had it set up to I wanted it on the G7, just left it. Time-lapse video. Shoot without lens. There you go. So that means I can use my super wide angle lens. Mic, there you go. So mic's really high. Where's the microphone on this one then? That must be it there. Microphone's in the middle here, which is a bit strange because if you're recording from the front, you're going to expect it to turn that round and have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's peeking out without even doing anything, so that's definitely going to have to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So I can always increase the volume. Okay, so I've attached them both to a single plate, and as you can see, once they've attached, you can actually tell the difference between how far forward the mount is on the G80 compared to the G7. It's quite a big difference. On the G7 you can still use the grip. On the GX80 it's basically fully covered over. So I've got exactly the same lenses on. Same. I'm going to set them both to 18mm. I'll do a short video. Same settings, same frame rate, same picture profiles, everything the same that I can get the same will be the same, and then I will do a short video and you'll be able to see the difference between the two. Maybe there isn't. I don't think there's going to be any noticeable difference myself. Maybe with the image stabilizer moving, that might make a difference, so maybe I'll do a bit of movement just to see what the image stabilization, how that works. Apart from that, yeah. So hopefully proof will be in the pudding, and if it's worth paying the extra, obviously the G80 is weather sealed, whereas in the G7 is not. I was told by the company when I bought this that the lens isn't weather sealed, but then I've looked on the internet and seen other reviews and they've said that it is weather sealed. So it's a bit of a mix mash there, whether it is or whether it isn't, but I'm going to be using it in nice weather hopefully, so it won't make any difference. So hopefully the next part of this video will be me filming these and you having some sort of idea on the difference. I will also test out the microphones on both without adding a add-on microphone, just to see what the internal microphone's like if you're standing in front of the camera doing a selfie, as well as if you're standing behind the camera just doing a recording over. So hopefully this is going to be some help. So this is a quick test. I can only unlock the screen on this one here, because this one is on the wrong angle, so I can't see the screen. This was locked straight onto my face, onto my eye. Not sure about this one. So that's the front facing test as well as the microphone. It is a little bit windy out here. So to summarise, the G80 is definitely worth the extra money. With that inbuilt image stabilization, you really do notice it. You can clearly see in that clip, just me walking towards my car, the amount of juddering on the G7 compared to the G80. Now if you're filming in 4K and you're cropping to 1080p, well then you can probably get rid of most of that shake. But if you do want to film in 4K, keep it in 4K, the G80 is definitely worth the extra money. Both video clips were filmed with exactly the same lens, same settings, same everything. They were on the plate next to each other to rule out any differences. Both using a 12-60 lens, both on manual, both set up exactly the same. So there is a few differences you can notice in the video clips. The colouring is slightly different, but they were set up the same. Obviously the G80 is a newer model, so it's going to have better quality, and obviously that image stabilization really does make a difference. So hopefully this video has been of some help to you.